Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to the Adjutant. On this channel, I break down complex topics into clear, practical information you can actually use. No hype, no noise, just clarity. Now, if you're in the military, chances are you receive BAH, and chances are you don't even fully understand it. Today, I'm breaking down how BAH really works. Not the quick explanation you hear at it in processing, but the real rules, the myths, and how it impacts your money. By the end of this video, you'll understand why two people at the same base can receive totally different BAH and how to avoid costly mistakes. So let's get into it. First off, what is BAH? BAH stands for Basic Allowance for Housing. It is not extra pay, it is even not a bonus, and it's not guaranteed forever. BAH is a non-taxable housing allowance given to service members who are not living in government housing. Its purpose is simple: to offset the cost of housing in the civilian market. But here's the key, folks. BAH is based on the averages and not your actual rent or mortgages. Now, you might want to say, well, how is it even calculated? Well, if you want to know how it's calculated, you just have to understand this. BAH is calculated using four main factors, and that is the duty station zip code, your rank, dependency status, and the local housing market data. Now, it's important to point out that BAH is not based on your personal situation. If your rent is higher than BAH, you pay the difference. If your rent is lower, you get to keep the extra cash. Now, dependence and rank, as I indicated, does matter. Now, here's something many people miss. Two people at the same base can receive very different BAH. You might want to know, well, how in the world is that even going to happen? Well, as I indicated, rank matters, and your dependency status matters. And here's an example. Let's say you have a married E6 receives more BAH than a single E6. An O3, or captain, receives more than an E7, even at the same location. BAH reflects expected housing standards, not fairness. On-post versus off-post housing is something else that you need to consider. If you live on-post, your BAH usually goes directly to housing. If you live off-post, your BAH is paid to you. This creates a major decision point. And what might that be? Well, convenience versus flexibility. Stability versus potential savings. Now, some service members save thousands by choosing wisely and acting wisely. Others unknowingly lose money every month. And so here's a prime example. Those who save thousands by choosing wisely are probably the ones that receive a higher BAH and decide to live in housing that is significantly or slightly lower, and they pocket the difference. Now, here are some common myths, and we're going to try to clear some of these myths up, right now in this video. BAH goes down if you get a roommate. No. It does not go down. So I'm not, hey, if all these folks are getting BAH and y'all want to live together, hey, that's on you. Common controls, or I should say, command controls your BAH. No, the command does not control your BAH. If you lose BAH, if housing is cheap. No, you do not lose your BAH if your housing is cheap. The truth here is, folks, is that BAH only changes if your status or your location changes. PCS, promotion, dependency change, yes. BAH adjusts. Market inflation alone, nope. Nope. Your rate is protected while assigned. So you might want to ask how to maximize your BAH legally. You want to do things legally, folks. Here's a smart play. Know your rate before you PCS. You want to compare your on-post versus, say, your off-post costs. Factor in utilities, your commute. Think about those harsh winters for all those folks in Michigan or Colorado or wherever else. You want to factor in the quality of life. Don't assume that more expenses means better. So remember, BAH can work for you or against you. The difference is understanding how it really works. Now, if this video has helped you, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and share it with someone heading to their next duty station. Now, before I wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Information only matters if you understand it, and understanding gives you options. Whether we're talking about military pay, travel, or just bigger life decisions. The goal here is always the same: clarity over confusion. Too many people move through systems they don't fully understand, and that costs them time, money, and peace of mind. My goal with this channel is kind of slow things down, break things apart, and give you the context you need to make better life decisions. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know enough to ask the right questions, because that's where real leverage starts. Again, if this video has helped you, go ahead and hit the like button so it reaches the people who need it, and subscribe if you want clear, straightforward breakdown without all the noise. I read the comments. I pay attention to what you want covered next. I treat this channel like a conversation and absolutely, certainly not a lecture. Remember this, folks. Your time matters, your decision matters, and understanding the systems you're operating in matters more than most people even realize. Stay informed, stay intentional. I wish you blessings and blessings. I am the Adjutant. I'll see you in the next video. Shalom.